Hello everybody, welcome to the show. Bass and Bonsai, we're on the water. Sun's out, guns out, we're locked and loaded and ready to go. We're gonna catch some largemouth bass today, or our name isn't Bass and Bonsai. I'm gonna go hit this pocket up here, then we're gonna go into the shallows. We're gonna focus on that, anywhere in this area that I can find like a flat bottom that I think they've worked fish up and in, and we're gonna mainly focus on, as I catch this fish, on a couple baits, mainly chatterbaits, but it's size-wise. This is the little one here, the micro. You guys see me catch fish on it all the time, but it's a good way to start the day. We're trying out our new rod, and we're just seeing if I'm right on the pattern, and if the buzz bait from the earlier morning is what gave it away. Oh my God, these micros have good hooks. Any of you guys were doubting them. Very good hooks. But here we go, catching largemouth on, well, small and hopefully big chatterbaits. That, if you guys don't know, I've talked about a lot, but I will show you again. I believe that's a micro. They make a micro and a mini. That's the, I believe, the 1/8 ounce one that it has the eyes. That's the one I like better of the little chatterbaits. I've also got, but I wanted to show you some of the differences for those of you guys that haven't noticed what we're doing today. Now I do have just an underspin kind of rigged up in the mix, or any little swim baits. I've got a couple other just regular swim baits rigged up. But then from Z-Man, the Elastec stuff I like to kind of use, but that is still the micro, the ones with the eyes. They kind of remind you of the jackhammers. We do have, we're going to be throwing just a regular 1/2 ounce. There's a regular 1/2 ounce chatterbait, and so you can kind of make out the difference. The micros, the heads compared to they're a lot smaller. You're downsizing quite a bit. So we're going with those, and I do have what I'm throwing mainly on the micros. You've seen the little paddle tails, but also these little the bugs, which I wish they made a little bit bigger version, like a smallie beaver. These things seem to work awesome on the little bitty ones. So we'll be throwing those regular, several different color regular size chatterbaits. But then here's another little guy. I'm gonna throw this on the little ultralight lure killer. Now I have the little Elastec ones. They come with these funky, I don't know why Z-Man sells this. They make Elastec, but they sell it with regular tails that suck, I think. But I got that guy rigged up. Now he's even smaller. I guess I keep throwing that bait in. That's like an 1/8, and this is even smaller. See that size? So got it on ultralight, this on light. This I wouldn't throw on ultralight. This is light or ultralight BFS gear is about all you can throw that on. It's pretty lightweight. Let's do it. Little dragon is actually perfect. I did a video yesterday also on the dragon, just kind of testing that out. We threw little micro chatterbaits, little from like a 1/4 to all the way to a 1/16 ounce cranks. And the crankbaits are, the dragon is better for between 1/8 and a 1/4 moving baits. That's where I'd call this dragon rod a perfect rod. And so that's why we love a gold color. So that's why I've kind of got this guy rigged up on a, gold head, gold colored little swim bait. I'm gonna try to see if I can slow it down. And these, I don't even know what size. I can't remember the actual name of what they call those. But that little bitty dude works and feels good on this ultralight BFS stuff. You can go real slow, and that line, you can see that line doing like that, like you see on the, how they take a picture of it right there. That's why, because it just flat catches them. That is not a big fish, but on this ultralight he is putting up a fight. I do probably not want to boat flip him. I will come in and do this, grab the line. That's why I like the gold. I told you guys, and I don't know what it is. Maybe I need to try big baits. I haven't really been a fan of the big, once you get into bigger baits, the gold, other than a gold blade on, spinner baits and chatter baits. But that is all gold, and it brings home the gold. I should get a picture, but oh well. They're just fun to catch on this little rod right here. There we go. He's way over there in the junk. That is a good bass. Glad I got him on. If I'd have had him on that ultralight light, I probably would have never got him. He was in that tree for a second. He ran right to it. About 15-pound P-line original, and this 803 powered him right on over. There we go, boys and girls. Doing it to it. Look at that monster. Not as big as what we've caught earlier, but water feels cool now. We're in shallow water. Oh my goodness! If you something submerged that you can't see, you land, it will like instantly hook it, because the way they just land, the hook goes down. It takes them to, you got to start moving them before that hook comes up. Oh no! You know what that is? I'm sitting here talking about it. I caught a turtle right in his rear. That's what I just did. Look at that. You see that? That hook is right in that turtle's butt. Now, I'm gonna break my new rod. Come here. I want you guys to see that. Oh boy, get over here. He didn't even swim. He was just letting me pull him over. It's shallow, you can tell it's still in that mud. That is my... You don't believe me? There's his butt, and that's where it hooked him. That is literally, it may just be the way they're hitting today. I may be giving up on that old dragon. Oh, did you see that? I may be giving up on that dragon too soon. There we go. Well, maybe not. That's stuffing. All right. We may have given up hope on the dragon for small chatterbaits, but we haven't given up on small chatterbaits. They definitely work. See that? That's the Meredith swim bait. I can't remember the size. 50, 75 millimeter? I don't know. But on that micro chatterbait, definitely work. Hot spells and stuff, but it's not horrible. It does seem like now it's drug out longer. Like now, what are we, mid-September? And water temps are still 77. That does seem a little... There we go. That does seem a little odd. That dude was wanting it. Wow, I talked a long time to catch that little fish. Ain't ready yet. Now you see I'm not doing what they call high sticking. I am grabbing it and keeping the rod down. Just, I probably shouldn't even be doing that. But he ate it right. That hooked back in on the roof of his mouth. Nice fat little bass, but still just not what we were hunting today. But will I get a pick? Yes, I will, for my BFS group. You guys know who you are. Since this was on the ultralight, we're gonna get a shot. There we go. Do I want to pick of me holding him up? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, he's a jumper. Oh, he's a... Nope. Look at him. You see him caught me? Nope. Get out of here. Get out of here with that stuff, Hicklin. That's what he was saying. So see, there you go. I like that little bit bigger. You see how little that bass was. That was not a big bass. Now, he done twisted my bait up, but... And it's kind of an oversized head for as small as that little swim bait is, but... It gets the job done. I wish I could paint some of these heads. I'd almost just as soon have the heads not really be colored anything, either just a off black you know, gray or lead color, and then use the skirts for the color. Not or skirts, I mean the trailers. But in this darker water, the little bit of flash of that head doesn't seem to hurt. Bait, maybe with this rod anyway, it's not getting off the grass. I'm talking, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm talking myself out of this rod. When I first started using it, I was like, alright, good crankbait, alright, good small chatterbait rod, kind of good just at any of the moving stuff. Well, I found out real quick I didn't like it for shaky heads. It's not good for that. It's not good for ripping rattle traps off grass. Even a little rattle trap is just not enough power for that. Doesn't seem to be good enough to, you know, get these popped free from the grass, which I didn't feel these Frankensteins had any issues with getting hung up too bad in the grass. So I don't know. What is it? A popper rod? Is that all it's good for? It's really not versatile enough for me to keep, so I'll probably ship it down the road somewhere. Somewhere at some point. Right where I just said there should be a fish, I saw one jump. Now when I see one like that, it makes me think I need to throw. Oh boy. That worm is almost perfect, but it might be a little too close to that cover. Might be too grassy, yeah. Just about a foot to the left too far. Try that again. Oh, 5 foot to the right too far. But we'll give it just a second in case they're a little bit off of there. Uh-oh. Felt that. I don't know what it was. Could have been grass, but it felt like something healthy above it. And as soon as I felt it, it was gone. So it could have just been coming off the grass. Felt that too. It's definitely grass. That's through there. Let's try this again. There we go. Somewhere right in there is where I wanted. In between that wood. There we go. Somewhere right in there. I knew I saw that guy. That was a lot of footage wasted for your little butt. But I thought there should be a bass there. And oh yeah, there was. He is definitely a jumper, and we are definitely struggling. It is a hard bite to get going here, boys and girls. I know I've talked about this forever. That was just a 16th ounce rugby finesse jig, shaky head. Zinkers. I keep calling it purple passion. It's actually purple haze color. And oh, we're a little bit off, but close to right now is where we were. You know where there's one, there could be more, so always hit it again. I'll throw back a little bit tighter. You don't really probably seen the footage, but most places I've tried today with these chatterbaits, I've thrown this worm. And it just, oh man, my sidearm is sucking. And I will admit, this is a more capable shaky head setup when it's got the, that was a good cast, when it's got the BFS on it, 16th ounce, no matter what size bait you got on the 16th ounce head, the Aldebaran just throws it better than the MGL, the Aldebaran BFS does. The MGL is good and it's capable and it's supposedly made for that, but I can just tell the difference, the ease of how I throw it out there. You know, the MGL does it, but it's just that much easier with the BFS. That's why I may end up switching all my rods to BFS rods. There we go. There we go. Now see, they're there. When you find one, there's usually more. That's kind of been the case today. But I'm going to put an end to this show. And if I catch more, I'll tag them, but I think, and I know they're hitting a worm that probably doesn't look anything like what they're actually after, but I think what's got them all going are the bait fish. And they're, I guess you could call it, bunched up, congregated out in packs hunting. So usually where there's one, there's more. And those were around cover, but I think it's just, they're not around all cover. I've been throwing around a lot of cover, and I think this cover is because it's close enough where they've been pushing in. I got a big one. I was sitting there, I thought I was snagged. He may come off. Man, he felt way bigger. That fish, maybe he was caught around something, but I was trying to explain what I was thinking, and I just felt like a monster. I couldn't move it. I thought it was snagged. I was like, oh boy, great. And then it just took off. But as you can see, they're bunched up over there, and it's probably because right up along that bank, they've got those, you know, somewhere around that wood, they've got fish bunched up on that bank, and they're just kind of taking their time and feeding on them. But you can see how tight I have to throw. Like, I've thrown all around that and nothing, but when I get in there, there is grass in there along that wood, but when you get in there, now see, I am snagged that time. Okay, so I think I actually started to get snagged, and I think he pulled it off the snag is what I think I lucked out. I'm probably going to spook this whole area, but I'm going to get out of here. This is a hard bite. I may jump in with this worm and hit that wood and that wood there before I go, just to, you know, double check myself that what's out here. But man, it's a hard bite. It's a rough day. It's only 10:30, but it's already getting hot. There is a wind going. I'll show you guys as I get out of here. Yeah, this is why. Look at this. They were right here in this little triangle. You guys can make this out. And I may have spooked what could be more in here. Oh my God, my bait is stuck. You guys see that triangle? You guys can make that out. There's this wood from here. A branch runs out, and that's it out there. And they were just piled up in this little area. And there was 3 for sure. Now I just kind of eased in there, so there's still a chance, but probably not. They were just bunched in around this, and it's because it's in super shallow water, and I'm betting you they're coming in and out of this, you know, pushing fish up on the bank and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're going against. All right, so I'm going to seriously put an end to this show. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you had an idea of what I was talking about, so you can message me below, and then I'll know what I'm talking about. But what did we accomplish today? I'm kind of convinced that the dragon rod honestly isn't for me. It's a good rod. I'd say good for cranking. It's a little softer than I like my light BFS rods to be. And of course it's too long and a little too just bulky overall to be, you know, anything good for, like, you wouldn't call it anything ultralight. So it's probably gonna go bye-bye. And chatterbaits pretty much just, you know, you guys seen it again in action, but those of you who watch the show, that's nothing new. I'm a pro when it comes to chatterbaits and throwing them. Right? I mean, no, I'm not a pro, but I do throw them a lot. Like, watching Charlie throw chatterbaits is nothing new. Not on this channel. Maybe new to you. Let's see if I can get a little skippity do in there. Nope. Well, it did skip once, but about right where I wanted it. So, pour it over every piece of wood it was on. Remember I talked about coming back here. I kind of skipped this and I went right past that wood, but man, they're in tight. Where there is wood, they're like, they're not on the edge going to come out. They're in it. They're all up in it. All right, I gotta go. Thanks for watching, guys. A little tough day on the water. We did catch some fish. .16-ounce shaky head in the wind, you know, or with the wind, can definitely go good with the MGL. But now there's like a little hole out here from this one too, though. I know I'm leaving. But before I do, I'm gonna catch you guys a fish. All right, guys, seriously, thanks for watching. Get out of here, go bass bottom somewhere else. Catch you on the flip flop. You ever heard that? Fails. When I quit recording, that's why I actually quit. I hook into something big. Never fails. That's a good bass. I'll let you guys take a wild guess what you think I caught this on. Nice bass. Was just getting out of here. I thought, well, I never even hit this bank yet. Oh! I was like, I'll try. The old jackhammer. And sure enough, the old jackhammer paid off. Look at that bass. Oh boy, look at that bass. As he jumps, almost comes undone. Ooh, jackhammer's barely got him in the corner of the mouth. Uh-oh. Get over here, you beautiful largemouth bass. Get in this boat. Let's put a proper ending to this show. We were struggling today. We still struggled. And the struggle continues. That's about a 3-pounder. Boy, it's been... That fish got a rough spot on its mouth. I didn't think largemouth had that. I just felt it on his tongue. Man. Tough day. Bite is definitely tough. Chatterbaits, of course, I can always usually squeeze out a chatterbait fish here and there. That was hard fought. So, comment below as I end this video. Shout out to Average Joe's Fishing Club. What you think this guy weighs? Comment. I'm going to weigh it real quick. I got the scale right here. Zeroed out. 3 pounds. What'd you guys say? I guess 3. Ooh, 2 pounds, 8 ounces, 2.5 pounds. Man, I could have swore that fish would go 3. But scale never lies until it lies. All right, one last look as I get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's see if she'll jump. To end the show, showstopper, the way I like them. Come on, look at that. Oh, out in the sun, ain't she pretty? No, look, she's making me mad. She's mad. All right, guys, thanks for watching.